let's move on now and find ourselves in Norway. Okay. So, the Christmas, I don't know how you pronounce that in America, Nisse, Nisse? I don't know. I guess so. Okay. So, we certainly pronounce it here as Nisse. So, mind your manners, because the elf is watching. So, in Norway's frosty valleys, every farm keeps a secret tenant, the Nisse. Small, bearded, and fond of porridge, he guards the animals and the household alike. But woe to the farmer who forgets his bowl of Christmas grod, with butter on top of it. Offended, the Nisse will tie cows' tails together or hide tools in the hay. He is both comic and moral, a reminder that gratitude sustains harmony. To honor him is to thank all unseen helpers, the humble spirits of daily life. Modern Norwegians smile at the tale, yet many still leave the bowl out, just in case the caretaker still prowls the rafters. So behind the laughter, the Nisse story hides a profound ethic. It teaches that respect begins with awareness, that we owe thanks not only to the divine, but to each quiet act of service. A bowl of porridge becomes a metaphor for mindfulness, a token left for whoever or whatever keeps our world in order. When neighbors help shovel snow or share firewood, they too are playing Nisse. Perhaps civilization itself depends on feeding our invisible helpers. But forget the butter and something in society starts to knot itself up. Remember it and everything will run smoothly.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you, Father Christmas, as well. That is known as the home of Father Christmas, and they certainly keep up the games. But in the same place, before Father Christmas, came along a Father Christmas that used to wear horns. Christmas once belonged to Joulupukki, the Yule goat. Clad in fur, carrying a birch whip, his horned figure roamed the snow, demanding gifts rather than giving them. Over time, fear melted into affection. Villagers welcomed him, offered food and told jokes until the monster chuckled. Slowly, Joulupukki transformed into a kindly old man from Lapland, the prototype of Santa Claus. Yet traces of the goat remain: the hearty laugh, the rustic spirit, the animal warmth. When children post letters to Santa's mountain home, they write to both saint and beast, to generosity born from wilderness. The metamorphosis of Joulupukki reveals a universal pattern. What we fear can become what we cherish if we meet it with kindness. Ancient villagers faced the winter's brutality by inviting it inside, giving it food and laughter. Compassion tamed the cold. Every time modern Santa chuckles, the echo of the goat's bleat reminds us that generosity began as bravery, the decision to smile at the storm. Thus, Finland teaches the world a tender alchemy. Turn your monsters into guests, and even midwinter will sit politely by your fire. Iceland. 13 reasons to lock your pantry. Iceland stretches Christmas into a fortnight of mischief. For 13 nights, the Yule Lads descend from their mountain home to visit the townsfolk. They arrive one by one: spoon licker, door slammer, sausage swiper, each leaving small gifts for good children and harmless chaos for the rest. Their mother, the fearsome Grýla, once boiled naughty youngsters for stew, and her pet, the Christmas cat, devours anyone lacking new clothes. Gruesome? Yes, but laced with humor. The tales encouraged hard work and generosity. Knit for others, help the poor, no cat will come prowling.
In the heart of the north, where the Arctic winds howl and the northern lights dance, the story of the Yule takes root. Born from the imagination of a people as rugged and enchanting as the land they inhabit, the Yule Lads are a treasured part of Icelandic folklore. In the biting chill of winter, these mischievous figures come out to play. Born of the mountains and the frigid winds, the Yule Lads, all 13 of them, are the mischievous progeny of Grýla, a fearsome ogress who calls the Icelandic peaks her home. The lads, like their mother, are known for their tricks and pranks, their laughter echoing through the icy valleys. Every year these 13 Yule Lads venture out from their mountain home one night at a time for 13 nights to play their pranks and spread their cheers. Their antics are a reflection of Grýla's own mischievous nature, making the Yule Lads a treasured, albeit cheeky, part of Icelandic folklore. The first of these notorious figures is Stekkjastar, or sheepcoat clod. This limping lad has a penchant for harassing sheep. His antics may be frustrating for the farmers, but they add a dash of humor to the frosty Icelandic evenings. Next comes Giljagar, the gully gawk. He hides in gullies, waiting for the opportune moment to sneak into the cowshed and steal some milk. His cunning is matched only by his insatiable thirst for the creamy liquid. Stufa, or Stubby, is the third Yule lad. Shorter than his brothers, he compensates by being incredibly agile. His favorite pastime, snatching pans to eat the crust left behind. The fourth Yule lad, Tvoroslikir, or spoon licker, has a strange addiction. He pilfers wooden spoons, known as Tvoror, to lick. Thin as a rail due to malnutrition, his story serves as a stark reminder of the harsh Icelandic winters. Potaskafil, the pot scraper, is the fifth Yule lad. Always on the hunt for leftovers, he steals potter or pots to scrape and eat whatever remains. Next in line is Askaslaikir, or bowl licker. This lad hides under beds, waiting for someone to put down their askur, a type of bowl with a lid used in old times, which he then steals. The seventh Yule lad, Hurdaskella, or door slammer, loves to make noise. He slams doors, especially during the night, causing a ruckus and disturbing people's sleep. Skýrgamur, the skyr gobbler, is the eighth Yule lad. He has an insatiable appetite for skyr, a type of Icelandic yogurt. Bjugnakrikir, the sausage swiper, is the ninth Yule lad. He hides in the rafters and snatches sausages that are being smoked. The 10th Yule lad, Gluggagigir, or window peeper, is a voyeur who looks through windows in search of things to steal. Gatathafa, the doorway sniffer, uses his abnormally large nose to locate laufabrod, leaf bread. Ketkroka, the meat hook, ventures into houses on the 12th night. He uses a hook to steal meat, depriving the occupants of their next winter meal. On the 13th night, Katasnikir, the candle stealer, follows children to steal their candles. In the olden days, the candles were made of tallow and thus edible. These Yule lads, though rooted in old traditions, have evolved with time, becoming less fearsome and more mischievous, reflecting the changing face of Icelandic culture. They serve as a delightful reminder of the magic of winter and the joy of folklore. If you'd like to bring the Yule lads home this Christmas, check out our Yule Lads book on Amazon. Link.
There we are. Isn't that interesting? And weren't they really gorgeous? I love them. So probably worth having a book in the house just to look at every Christmas and remind ourselves. Okay, Icelandic humor in the dark. Laughter as insulation. Life on volcanic rock demanded resilience, and Icelanders found this in laughter. Their Christmas culture, or their Christmas folklore, turns fear into farce, teaching through comedy. Children learn kindness by laughing at trolls instead of fearing them. Even Grýla's monstrous appetite conceals a moral. Laziness and selfishness starve communities. By making these lessons absurd, the culture keeps them alive. The Yule lads prove that stillness can sanctify hardship when laughter echoes through Icelandic street. It's the sound of people surviving winter, not by enduring it, but by enjoying it. Now we go over to Wales. Oh, yeah. In Wales, the ghostly Mari Lwyd rides again each Christmas. A horse's skull, adorned with ribbons and bells, is carried door to door beneath white sheets. At every home, a playful jewel unfolds. The rhymed insults and witty verse traded until one side concedes. When the household loses, Mari enters to share food and ale. Beneath the laughter lies an ancient ritual of blessing and rebirth, the skeleton symbolizing death overcome by celebration. Even today in pubs and parlours, the airy Maori trots on, reminding the living of greeting. There's somebody. There comes Louise. Okay. Anyway, even today in the pubs and parlours, the airy Maori trots on, reminding the living to greet life's absurdities with song rather than silence. Hello, Louise.
Like time change.
Better late than never.
Yes, I agree.
We've had the never before, but it's lovely to have you. We're in Wales.
Oh my God. It's great she stood in the way.
All this has a basis of truth behind it. It's so interesting to get to know them. I enjoyed researching all these and found a lot of things that I didn't know anything about. Okay. So the Welsh handle mortality with melody. The Maori Lwyd transforms dread into dialogue, fear into rhythm. Each verse exchanged at the doorway becomes a negotiation with fate, a promise that wit outlasts worry. When neighbours trade limericks with a skull on a stick, they prove that no spectacle can silence humour. Ritual's true gift is courage wrapped in laughter. Where others would pray for deliverance, the Welsh simply pose another stanza. In their song, the line between life and legend blurs just a little bit, and that blur feels beautifully human. The night when Santa needs backup. We're off to Germany, deep in the Alps. December the 5th belongs to Krampus, half goat, half nightmare. While St. Nicholas rewards the good, Krampus clatters through the streets, rattling change and brandishing sticks to frighten the naughty. Flames leap, bells thunder, and children squeal in mingled terror and delight. Once a pagan warning against vice, the spectacle now serves as festive theatre, a carnival of catharsis. Every scream dissolves into laughter, proving that shared fear loses its sting. Krampusnacht's genius lies in its honesty. Instead of pretending evil doesn't exist, villagers parade it, dance with it, and send it home satisfied. Children learn that fear, when faced collectively, becomes play. Adults remember that even darkness can be managed when everyone holds a torch. The duality of St. Nicholas and Krampus mirrors the human heart, compassion and chaos, sharing one sleigh. In the laughter that follows each growl, morality becomes merry. Right, let's go off to Switzerland. When bells chase away the night. In the Swiss town of Kuschnot, thousands gather each December the 5th for the Klausjagen, the Nicholas chase. Lanterns shaped like saints glow above the crowd as men in masks swing massive cowbells, the rhythm bulls until the air itself vibrates. What began as an exorcism of winter spirits now celebrates unity. The sound is thunderous, yet oddly peaceful. A community declaring its existence with every clang. When an entire town moves in time, loneliness becomes impossible. The Klausjagen resonance is physical. You feel it in your ribs. Each bell joins another until the noise becomes music. The crowd becomes a choir. The Swiss say the festival keeps their valley alive, not with spectacle, but with solidarity. Amid our modern dissonance, that ancient harmony feels revolutionary. Right, let's move on to Denmark. The straw goat, when decorations fight back. My byline for this one. Across Scandinavia, the Yule goat endures as a straw effigy, guardian of festive cheer. In Denmark and neighbouring Sweden, enormous goats are erected in town squares, sometimes mysteriously burnt before Christmas. Officials despair, locals wink, and everyone pretends surprise. The fiery prank recalls pagan cleansing fires, releasing old spirits to make room for new joy. Whether standing proud or going up in smoke, the goat reminds people that celebration is born from rebellion. Every spark a laugh in the face of gloom. Flames of renewal. Watching straw blaze against snow is apparently strangely comforting. Fire consumes the past and paints the future in gold. Across Europe, such rituals echo the same instinct. To shed what no longer serves, in the goat's crackling demise lies forgiveness. In its rebuilding, hope. Perhaps the greatest gift of winter is permission to start again, warm by lessons turned to ash.
Every holiday season, the Swedish town of Gävle becomes the stage for an extraordinary spectacle, the Gävle goat. This enormous straw goat, or gavlebokken, is a modern embodiment of ancient traditions associated with Yule in Scandinavia. Erected annually since 1966, the goat has become a beloved yet controversial holiday icon due to its history of arson attempts and cultural symbolism. Let's delve into the story of the Gavle goat, exploring its origins, significance, and enduring appeal. The concept of the Yule goat dates back centuries in Nordic countries. In pagan times, the goat was associated with the Norse god Thor, whose chariot was pulled by goats. Later, the goat became a symbol of Christmas festivities, believed to bring gifts and ward off evil spirits. Small straw goats, called julbok, are still common holiday decorations in Sweden. Building on this tradition, the Gavle goat was conceived as a large-scale tribute to this cultural heritage, turning the humble Yule goat into a towering work of art and a symbol of the season. The goat is constructed in Gavle's Slottstorget, or Castle Square, at the start of Advent, usually at the end of November. Standing about 13 meters, or 43 feet tall, and made of straw over a wooden frame, the Gavle goat is a magnificent sight. Volunteers work meticulously to ensure the structure is both impressive and true to traditional craftsmanship. Adorned with red ribbons and lit up by festive lights, the goat becomes a centerpiece of holiday celebrations in Gavle, drawing visitors from around the world. Despite its festive charm, the Gavle goat has gained notoriety for a rather unusual reason: its repeated destruction by arsonists. Since its inception in 1966, the goat has been burned down or otherwise vandalized over 30 times. These incidents have become an infamous part of its story, sparking debates about security, tradition, and the lengths to which people will go for mischief. The town has implemented various measures to protect the goat, including surveillance cameras, guards, and fireproofing techniques. However, these efforts have not always been successful, as the goat remains a tempting target for pranksters. Despite, or perhaps because of its tumultuous history, the Gavle goat has become a global phenomenon. It symbolizes resilience and the enduring spirit of holiday traditions, standing tall each year regardless of past challenges. The goat also represents the creativity and community spirit of Gavle's residents, who come together to build and celebrate this unique monument. International tourists and online followers eagerly await updates on the goat's fate, making it a source of intrigue and amusement worldwide. The unveiling of the Gavle goat is accompanied by festive events, including live music, markets, and light shows. Local residents and visitors gather to admire the goat, take photos, and partake in seasonal activities like drinking glögg, which is mulled wine, and enjoying traditional Swedish treats like gingerbread cookies. For many, the goat is more than just a decoration. It's a symbol of community and holiday joy. The effort put into its creation and the anticipation of its survival embody the spirit of Christmas, blending humor, tradition, and festivity. The Gavle goat is a unique holiday tradition that combines Sweden's rich cultural heritage with a touch of modern whimsy. Its towering presence in Gavle each year reminds us of the enduring power of festive traditions to bring people together, spark joy, and inspire creativity.
Right, let's move on now to Poland. Bread, blessings, and belonging. On Christmas Eve in Poland, families share a thin white wafer called opletek. Each person breaks off a piece and offers it to another with a wish for peace. Even absent loved ones receive a symbolic share. The ritual turns ordinary bread into reconciliation itself. No feast begins until every heart is mended. In that fragile wafer lies nations' endurance, proof that forgiveness like yeast, must be renewed each year to rise again. The optotext ceremony contains no sermon, only sincerity. Around the table, grudges crumble alongside the wafer. In a world that prizes eloquence, Poland's quiet gesture says more. Peace need not be shouted. The simplicity humbles all who partake. For a moment, every household becomes a cathedral, every crumb a covenant. When families finish, they have not just eaten, they have been made whole. In Provence, Christmas ends with Traits desserts, 13 sweets symbolizing Christ and the apostles. Platters overflow with figs and nougat and almonds and dates and biscuits and candied fruit. Families linger, sampling each in turn, promising prosperity through shared abundance. Children count carefully. Adults pretend not to notice the extra slice of nougat. It is therefore expressed in sugar. Joy should be multiplied, not measured. The 13 desserts teach that celebration is sacred. In tasting each flavor, bitter, soft, bright, dark, people symbolically taste life itself. No joy without contrast, no faith without flavor. The custom invites indulgence without guilt, gratitude disguised as gluttony. In a single evening, Provence transforms dinner into doxology, proving that holiness can indeed be delicious.
The spirit of Christmas has come alive in Provence. The Santones Fair in Aix has been a Provençal tradition, and it all began in December 1934, when Jean-Baptiste Fouque and his son Paul set up their Santone stand. Over the years, other Santone makers joined in, showcasing their craftsmanship. Santones trace back to the late 18th century, a time when the Revolution silenced nativity scenes and closed churches, but the people of Provence didn't let that stop them, and started their own nativity scenes in the warmth of their homes. In 1797, Jean-Louis Laniel introduced Provençal characters to nativity scenes. Each year, there is a blessing of the Santones. It starts with Mass. Then the people make their way down the streets, singing and playing music all the way to the stalls where the Santones are sold.
Les nouveaux santons qui viendront orner vos crèches. Dans la tradition provençale, les santons manifestent que tout un peuple est bouleversé, étonné par l'événement de la naissance de Jésus. Et cela va entraîner dans la vie de tous ces personnages des changements, des conversions, des transformations intérieures, personnelles et collectives. Le meunier paresseux va se mettre à travailler. Le bougnan voleur de poules va respecter le poulailler qu'il croise sur sa route. Et ainsi de suite, chacun suivant sa personnalité. Nous préparer à Noël, c'est réfléchir dans notre cœur et dans notre esprit, qu'est-ce qui doit changer? Qu'est-ce que la rencontre avec Jésus doit faire au plus profond de nos cœurs pour que nous soyons meilleurs et porteurs d'espérance, de paix, de justice et de fraternité dans notre monde qui en a tant besoin. En appelant la bénédiction du Seigneur sur les santons, les santonniers et vous tous ici présents, j'appelle la bénédiction du Seigneur sur toutes vos familles, sur notre ville de Daix, sur le pays d'Aix et sur notre monde. Que Dieu notre Père, dans la toute-puissance de son amour, nous bénisse et nous garde dans la paix et l'espérance.
Right, let's move over to Slovenia and see what lessons we can learn from Slovenia. The saint and his shaggy shadow, you can see in the image there. Okay. In Slovenia, Saint Miklevich visits children on December the 5th with sweets and blessings, but followed closely by his wild companion, Parkeljay, a fur-covered imp rattling chains. Together they patrol snowy streets, moral opposites marching in unity. The children's squeals echo off the mountains, a duet of awe and amusement. Here, good and bad are not enemies, but partners in a timeless play. The world, after all, contains both, and laughter keeps them balanced. Even devils dance to carols. By pairing saint and monster, Slovenians dramatize the moral spectrum within every soul. Virtue isn't victory, it's coexistence. When Pagels stomps beside Miklevitz, the message is unmistakable. Darkness follows light, but light always leads. Children learn empathy, not perfection, for they see goodness walking arm in arm with its unruly twin. In that gentle irony lies Europe's enduring wisdom, holiness with humour. From Sweden's serene candles to Germany's roaring Krampus, Europe's Christmas customs may appear contradictory, yet all weave the same tapestry. Each ritual transforms fear into fellowships, solitude into song. They remind humanity that endurance is collective, a chorus, not a solo. The continent frozen nights thus become classrooms where laughter and reverence study side by side. Through centuries past, these traditions survive because they speak the language of emotion, not doctrine. They offer belonging without boundary, meaning without sermon. When modern streets sparkle with electric lights, the ancestors' torches still flicker in memory. To celebrate Christmas in Europe is to join a conversation began long before churches had steeples, a dialogue between earth, fire, and the hopeful human heart. Folklore endures because it forgives imperfection. Its heroes spill porridge, its monsters reform, its saints smiles. These tales tell us that to be human is to wobble between shadow and shine. Laughter is the universe's preferred hymn, a melody sturdy enough to carry sorrow, yet light enough to lift it. Europe's winter stories invite everyone to sing along in whatever key they can manage. Imagine now those distant villages, snow settling on rooftops, bells fading, lanterns dimming. The revelry softens into reflection. From Lapland to Lisbon, the continent exhales. Somewhere a child still leaves porridge for the Nisse. Somewhere else a candle crown flickers in the dark. Each act, though small, keeps the delightful story alive. The tale of humans choosing joy. Beneath the frost, the pulse of kindness beats on, steady as ever. So, may the spirit of Christmas wanderers travel with you. The patience of Lucia's light, the humour of Iceland's trolls, the courage of Krampus, the gentleness of the Polish wafer, the laughter of Mary Lwyd. May your own winter be lit not by decorations alone, but by kindness freely given. And when shadows gather, may you remember Europe's old promise that no darkness, however deep, can extinguish a heart that shares its flame.